Hello, YouTube friends. Dustin Bellinger here. Long time no talk. Doing a video here because it has been essentially a month since I was attending the Minnesota card show in Minneapolis, St. Paul. And I've been meaning to do a recap on that card show and just haven't done it. Finally decided, okay, sitting down, gonna make this video and kind of talk it through. Uh, was invited to attend that one. My good buddy here on YouTube, Dustin Abraham. We started making videos around the same time and been friends pretty much from the start. Wanted to potentially do a meetup, and he invited anybody that could make it to attend that card show because the national just doesn't work for me. It's the wrong time of year. I can't make that work very well. It falls in between other times when I need to be taking some time off from work, and so doing that just doesn't work. But anyway, so was going to be meeting up with him. Also got a chance to meet up with another YouTuber that I've known for a while from that area, Ryan Van Dyke, RVD. Definitely enjoyed spending time with both you guys, and had a great time finally being able to meet you in person. It was a great time. Now, the as far as the show had a lot of really great autograph guests, and I paid for the being able to attend the show. Basically, everything I did as far as going to the show, my gas to get there, my share of the Airbnb, tickets to a Twins game, and all my attendance at the show and the things I bought by selling a little over $1,000 worth of cards, just some second tier and extra items that I had that I was willing to part with. And originally I had planned I was going to get 3 Baseball Hall of Fame autographs from the autograph signers that were there. It's a really great group, but in the end I decided to pick up what I was planning to get off of eBay, and use that from my show fund, and then be able to use what was extra there at the show in person, and not have to spend all that time in line. And so 3 guys that I picked up, there was a Dave Winfield. These card stands that came for part of the swag from attending the show. So there was Dave Winfield, Vlad Guerrero Sr., and then this really great Rickey Henderson. Oh, not gonna stay up. Anyway, so I got the Henderson a lot cheaper now than I was going to be able to get him at the show. Fairly decent discount off of the show for the Vlad. Rickey, not quite as much, but by the time you consider, it's slabbed and authenticated, that was would have been another $20 that I would have had to spend to get that done. So in that regard, I definitely saved some extra money, and was able to get these autographs added to the collection because I didn't have any of these guys in my Hall of Fame autograph collection. So it's 3 more to the count there. Definitely all great ones to add. But then that left me more money to spend at the show. And, meeting up with guys, Dustin Abraham was really kind and hooked me up with the card I was needing for my Clemente Master set. I've been slow to pick up the team cards. It's there's not a whole lot of inexpensive stuff that I still need to pick up for it. And team cards are one of them. And I just have been slow to do it. And then also this really cool LaTroy Hawkins autograph ball. He told me he was going to try and pick up an autograph of him for me when he was at his Twins event. And I guess he forgot the card, so he ended up getting the ball signed for me. And that's very cool. This is only the second autograph ball that I have as far as baseball. Got a couple autograph footballs as well, but not something that I normally collect is, these larger memorabilia items. But thank you very much, Dustin. And Ryan was, I stopped by his booth. He was running a booth there at the show as well, his meeting up with us. And I inquired about this guy, a couple of cards he had of this guy, because my son was asking me to look for him. And I don't collect much hockey at all. The only thing I really look for is guys with any ties to the state of Nebraska. And we have a couple of junior hockey teams here in the state. One of them in the town that I live in, here in Kearney, Nebraska. And Matthew Nyes here, he played for the Tri-City Storm for 3 seasons, I believe. And so it was definitely kind of a cool card. I'm in the market looking for an autograph of him, but right now just it's tough to get the hockey autographs at a decent price. A lot of times you got to buy them from Canada sellers, and it's a little tough to manage. So something that I'm looking for. This one's going into my son's collection, but wanted to make sure I got a chance to show it off. So then, all right, that goes to the major pickups that I had. And I went through the entire show, really looked at just about every table. I ended up missing a few things, though. Afterwards, I was like, oh, well, maybe I would have reconsidered. And I really looked and shopped around and tried to decide what I was going to spend my money on. And I finally came up with these 3 cards here, and I knew I wasn't probably going to be able to add anybody new to the Hall of Fame collection, so I was looking basically for type cards that I didn't have. And one of the first ones I picked up here, the most inexpensive, this Orlando Cepeda. This is from a 1971 Milk Duds, cut from the box. Now later on I found a guy that was selling some complete boxes of the Milk Duds, and he had a Brooks Robinson, and I wish I'd found that sooner. It's something I might have considered instead of what I got, but as it is, I might have just ended up doing the same thing anyway. But this, obviously very, very inexpensive and a hand-cut card, but definitely a very cool issue. The next up one here, this is from the 50s. These were 1954 and 1956. It's Spick and Span Atlanta Braves. These are a postcard. And these were kind of a team set issue that was was regionally distributed for about 3 years there in the South there. And this it's got some issues. It's got that pinhole. It's got the stain here. Now, I will say I definitely overpaid for that one. I got a little excited. I was like wanting to get something new, and that's an issue that I like and was looking to add for a while, and seeing, oh, he did have a Hall of Famer. I was like, and this was one of the items that was like, I knew was in my price range. I went and I made an offer on it, and the guy jumped right on my offer when I made it, which was significantly less than what he had it priced at. And then after that, it's like I did what I should have been doing before, which was go price it on eBay. And if I'd bought it there, I could have gotten one a little bit better shape for, around the same money. But, I've done this before and I've made mistakes when I've been buying stuff. And, a lot of times the things where, I buy things, I hold things a long time. I've bought cards and held it and been like, I overpaid for that. And then 3, 4 years later, I look at the card and I'm going through and I check pricing and things on it, and I realize, well, maybe I overpaid for it then, but it's pretty much worth what I paid for it now, and that happens certainly a lot. So those were two very cool items, and then this one right here. I believe this is 1913, I believe. It says right on there. Focus. 1913 Philadelphia National. So this would be, your modern day Philadelphia Phillies. This card has one Hall of Famer in here. We've got Grover Cleveland Alexander is kind of in the scrub down here at the bottom. This is only... I have a card of Alexander alone, but it's a strip card. It's kind of ugly. So this one is the one it's got a real photo of him, although it's a multiplayer card, so it's probably less desirable there. I was able to make a deal on this one. This is one of the first cards I looked at the show, where I stopped at the case and it's like, I had to take that out, ask about it, looked at it and told the guy, it's like, all right, I'm kind of making a list of things, and that's on my list of potential things. And about 2 hours later, I went back and it's like I made an offer on it, and he hesitated, made a counter offer, and we made the deal. So those are my pickups from the show. All some really good items. I'm running out of time here on my camera, so I will say goodbye, everybody, and hopefully you'll see some new content from me again in the near future. Talk to you later. Bye now.